Okay, so it's Monday, June 6th. It's 3:30 p.m. back at Wade Creek, and high tide is at about 7 o'clock tonight, and it's about a 6-foot high tide. So I'm here 3.5 hours before high tide. So this is a semi-planned fishing trip. I was looking at the conditions and looking at the time and hoping my house responsibilities would allow me to get out here. So managed to make it out here. Man, what a gorgeous day. There's a slight breeze, but it's close to 60 degrees outside, and man, conditions are really pleasant. So swell energy is supposed to be about 200, and I want to say like 4-foot breakers. So I was going to go to the south because that's where I've done well the last couple of trips, and actually wave action looks really good there. But I see two people in the surf here on the north end, and potentially I was going to meet Thong Nguyen. I haven't fished with him in about 2 months, but we fished probably 6 or 7 times this year already, and he was coming with his friend Khai. So I'm going to take a detour up to the right, see how these guys are doing, but if they're getting skunked, I'm going to go right back to the south. In terms of catching conditions, like I say, the breaking waves on the south look really good. North, you know, they're not bad, but south looks so much better. Person up here on the right, because of the trough, he's standing way up the beach compared to this other person here, which I'm not sure if you can see. So again, that's the difference of the north and the beach structure now, where there's that trough which keeps you from getting close to the big waves. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Khai and that's Thong. I can tell Thong by his maroon sweatshirt. And again, he's the guy that's standing way up the beach. But there's maybe a reason why he's standing up that far. He must be getting bites. So these guys pumped some sand shrimp at Taft today. They had a big bucket full, and then they said they were going to go try some south beaches. Hey Khai, how you doing, dude? You get any bites here? Still small silvers. How did you guys do down south? What? Huh? You didn't stay there. What beach did you go to? Curtis?
68th Street.
Okay. You guys only been to the north, or did you try the south?
We just been here for like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you just got here. Okay. Because I want to head down to the south. That's where I've done good the last couple of years. Last couple of times I came. Well, he's standing way up compared to where you are. That's why he needs to get closer. Okay, so you heard Khai. They didn't stay south very long, and he's only got a couple of silver bites up here so far. They didn't get any, or they didn't stay very long on the south beach. So I want to see how Thong's doing. Man, he's making me work, but I'm going to see how Thong's doing and head to the south. The north now. So, you know, as I'm walking up past the water line to make it easy on myself, you can see how rocky it is now. I mean, oh my God, this is so much of a change. So anyway, you know, that's how the beaches change over time. But I remember last year, though, it was never like this rocky during the summertime, or even close to the summertime. The south was the one that was very rocky. But this year, the south was really sandy, and all of a sudden the north is really rocky. Now, he's fishing in shorts today. So that's how warm it is. You know, if you're hardy enough, you don't need waders. You getting any bites? I'm heading south, dude. I'm going all the way south. Okay. Yeah, because that's the last 2 trips. You notice how rocky it is here too? So that's why I'm going to head south, because that's the last 2 trips. That's where I've got my action. Okay, so Thong didn't have any bites. So I don't know if it's a combination of the tidal height, because it's still pretty early from high tide, and how rocky the beach is here on the north side. Funny, if you look at from this angle, it looks like Thong is just as close as Khai, but when you're at Khai's position, it looks like Thong's way up the beach. Next time I got to figure out if I want to go visit people like that. I did it only because I thought it was Thong, but that was a lot of energy for me to expend. I'm an old man, so it was, you know, means less fishing time for me. So I'm just headed to the south, and let's see how the action's going. But man, what a gorgeous day. It's so beautiful out here. So lucky to be living on the Oregon coast. I haven't even started. I was visiting my friends. Where are you guys from? I know. Yeah, you got to be loving it. You picked a great day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we've been here since Sunday, so Bill and I have been here since Saturday.
Yeah,
We
but
get
today.
our rain. It's amazing how the weather just switches.
Yeah, well, even in the same day, right? Yeah.
So what do you catch when you come out here?
Yeah, they're called red-tailed surf perch.
Oh.
They're like the third best eating fish I like halibut, salmon, and then I like these actually.
Really?
Yeah, I like them better than sole or trout.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the flesh is firm and white.
That's what I like.
Yeah, so I like firm flesh. Yes, yeah. Yeah. You guys have a great vacation. All right. All right, so that's one of the things I like to do is just socialize on the beach. So, man, we couldn't have picked a better day to come out from Idaho. Okay, like I said, the wave action here looks pretty good. So I'm just crossing the creek right now. So the other interesting thing I'm noticing is that the creek now winds around before the outlets, but during the winter, and then maybe even 2 or 3 months ago, it was coming straight down here and just widening up really wide here. So again, it's just funny how the water changes as you come, you know, time after time to the same beach. Okay, so this is my first cast. I can actually wade up pretty decently far to the crashing waves. Can't get out to the furthest one, but this is a lot better than the north from what I see right now. The nice thing about fishing with fellow club members is that you can cover a lot more beach to find the fish. And I'm lucky because these guys are sand shrimp users, so if there's a bite out there, they're gonna find it. So again, that's the benefit of fishing with multiple people, is that then as you start leaping each other to the left or to the right, you can cover a lot of beach between 2 or 3 of you, you know, compared to if you're doing it by yourself. Khai and Thong moved way down there, and I think I just saw Khai pulling a fish. So I'm gonna start heading down there. I think I just saw Thong get a bite. Yeah, both of them started waving me down. Oh, Khai just got a bite. But both of them started waving me down there right away. This is my first landmark, so that's where these guys are just a little south of. And you can see there's this big trough that runs here. So these guys walked around it to get to the crashing waves. Okay, almost there. But yeah, this is just number 1. And again, these guys are fishing north with very little action. So it's a red tail. But again, don't forget these guys are using real sand shrimp. And I'm just using plastic worms. So let's see how it goes. So I just made the mistake of trying to walk through the trough and almost went down. So again, you gotta walk around to the left, hit this sandbar, and then walk across. Too many days lying in bed watching NBA basketball. I need to get in better shape. Wave action looks really good though. So I think Thong's got one now. So it's 2 fish within like 5 minutes. Another red tail. All right, so my first cast where these guys are. So it's 2 fish, like I said, within 5 minutes. So see how it goes. It's just, oh, I got another one. So that's 3 fish within 6 minutes. So again, that's the benefit of moving around and trying different locations. And you know, and that's the benefit I have of coming to Wade Creek all the time, because I just remember the last couple of trips I've been getting skunked on the north, so I've been getting my action on the south. So that's why I talk these guys into coming south. So it does help to go to the same beach often, and just as fishing conditions change, you know, you can help other people catch fish. I actually got a small bite, so yeah, that's a good sign. This is my 4th cast. Been here about 25 minutes. I think I was walking around like 10 or 15 of them. First of all, to go talk to these guys, and then to get to the spot they were at. A third or half of my time walking around. Although it's the small one. Is it silver? Silver? Is it a silver? Yeah, that was a silver. Pretty far out for me. Okay, let's go give it to these guys. Oh, did I lose it? I hope it's coming in with the waves. Yeah, this is a taco size one, it feels like. It's fighting pretty decently. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. Top camo. The talk saying nice fish. Okay, first one. Cast 5. Second cast down with these guys. So again, that's the benefit of fishing with other people, is I wouldn't have found this place if it wasn't for these guys. Hey Tom, now let me measure.
Okay, bite now too.
10.5 inches.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, you showed me the place. I would have still been up towards the creek. Okay, so that's 2 casts with these guys. First bite was a tiny one. That one was a pretty decent bite, 10.5 inch red tail. I'm getting decent bites again. I don't know if you see my rod, but this one has been a pretty continuous bite. Do I got a fish? I don't think so, but that was a nice set of bites. Yeah, oh man, I'm still getting bites. So 3 casts in a row. This cast though, I've been getting bites almost like the entire cast. It's a dink redtail. Too small. Too small. That's 2 casts in a row. That was on the middle natural. Second fish in 2 casts, 3 bites in a row. So again, I was lucky I got hooked up with these guys. Oh, got another bite. Hey, I'm getting constant bites. So I got another one. So I got another one. I was talking to these guys. So this is 3 fish in a row. Move a little closer here. I'm getting bites like almost as soon as it lands. Yeah, this one's not a bad one. Oh, look at my weight's all tangled. Oh yeah, this is a decent one. Yeah, this is a decent one. Oh yeah, this one fills my hand. So 3 fish in a row. I'm getting bites right away. That was on the middle natural, and my camel's gone too. 11.5. Last 3 casts where I've had my fish, I can feel my weight go clankety clank against rocks, and then I'm getting bites. So it's interesting because I didn't think the fish would be in rocky areas. So just kind of curious. 3 trips in a row where, you know, I've gotten my action on the south side. Those guys were north and got very little. So, you know, if you're going to come to Wade Creek in the near future, I would suggest you come to the south. And again, I'm right at about my first landmark, or just a little bit of south of that. If you come to Wade Creek soon, because as you know, fishing conditions change quite a bit. I'm getting another bite. Yeah, so I'm getting another bite. So, and this is like 4 casts in a row. Still getting bites. This is still the same cast. So let's see. I had 3 casts on the north. 4th cast was my first one down here. Had a tiny bite. Had fish on 5, 6, 7. So this is 8. Oh, you didn't see my rod. I don't know if you see my rod, but I think this is cast 8. But this is like my 3rd series of bites on the same cast. These are a little bit smaller though. So here's what I do when I get a bite generally. Just depends how big the bite is, but I generally will let it peck, and then what I'll try and do is just pull it in a little bit to see if I can getting a bite instinct. So, you know, when animals a lot of times see the food moving around and they see it moving away, they have a tendency to strike out. So yeah, that's just a theory on my part. I don't know if it really works or not. I will jerk on it when there's a huge bite. You know, when I can feel my rod bend really down far, then that's kind of when I'll put some leverage into the pole. This cast 9, getting a bite on every cast, although the bite on this cast is like a dinky one. There's a pretty big backwash that comes in, and then it meets the incoming waves, and when they come together, there's like a big splash of water that comes up, and both these guys got drenched. So not only do they not have waders, but their hoodies are soaked. A bunch of tiny nibbles again on this bite, but again, they're definitely silvers. Very, you know, again, that little bap, 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 bap. Okay, this is cast 11 or 12. I can't even remember now, but I'm gonna quit. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to these guys and walk back to the parking lot. Depending how far that person is, I might stop and talk to them too. To a club member, give them some weights and maybe a rod holder. Afternoon, how are you? Pretty good. Do you belong to the Oregon Surf Perch Club by any chance on Facebook?
Yes, we are actually, yeah.
Okay, and my flap, see the label? There's a Velcro flap. There's weights. Yeah, just lift it up. There's weights and rigs in there.
Yeah.
So,
Look at you.
yeah, help yourself. I'm Jay Kim.
Okay.
I'm the guy who does all the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So at Wade Creek.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What's your name, by the way?
Mark.
Mark? Mark?
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your last name, Mark?
Mattson.
Mattson. And what's your
Yeah.
name?
I'm Brenda.
Brenda?
Yeah.
Okay, nice meeting you.
Yeah,
Where are you guys
I've
from? Where are you guys from?
We live in there.
Oh, it was a long drive.
Yeah. Look, we saw the three people out there. One of them knew.
Yeah.
We said, well, we want to get close to this.
No. It's once you're club members,
Yeah.
then you just say, hey, I'm a club member.
Okay.
But that's what we all do, because you know the fish school.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so that's the reason why those guys actually found the fish for me.
Yeah.
So I was fishing right where you are, right here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I could see them, jerking their rods.
Yeah.
And then they started waving me down like this. But yeah, just tell them, hey, Jay told me to come down and fish next to you guys.
All right.
Yeah, because I know them very, very well.
Okay.
And we're used to having all the club members crowd around. That's kind of one of the things our members do.
Yeah.
Help each other.
Yeah.
If you want to try some sand shrimp,
Yeah.
those guys pumped a bunch. I don't use sand. You know what sand shrimp is?
Yeah.
So if you want some, those guys had plenty. They pumped like a big bucket this morning. All right, nice meeting you guys. Have a safe trip back. Okay, so that's always a pleasure. I always like to meet club members. They're from Bend, so that's like about a 3.5 4 hour drive. And the only reason I know that is a guy I like to fish with, Pondo Sarducci, drives from Bend too. But I was able to give them some weights and rigs, and they got a rod holder. Okay, so let's do a final summary. I know 1 hour, about 45 minutes of fishing, about 11 or 12 casts, nothing on the north, and only my last 1 or 2 casts did I not have bites on the south. But actually, we really died down after I got my red tails, and it was almost like someone hit a light switch, and the same thing would happen with Khai and Thong as well. So between us, once we moved down to where Khai showed us where the spot was, I'm guessing those guys got like 4 fish, 3 or 4 or 5 fish in about 6 or 7, 8 minutes. I caught my 3 fish in successive casts, so I'm guessing we probably got about 9 or 10 fish in about a 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minute span. But then right after that is, like I said, someone hit a light switch and bites quit. So anyway, it was a pretty successful day at Wade for me. Again, luckily I ran into Khai and Thong, otherwise I wouldn't have found the fish probably for a long time today. So thanks to those guys. It was a really fun day. But man, what a beautiful day on the coast. One of the first or second time I've been in a t-shirt this year. And even then I started getting really, really hot. Okay, that's it for today. Hope to come out soon again.